particularly well at Dubbo. Hellyfield. It's had 4 starts over the 1600 metre trip here at Dubbo for 3 wins and a second, but taking stepping a fair bit up in class today, Hellyfield, but it does love the track. Carry Me Bluey, I suppose you'd have to have a look at that last recent run when it was beaten over 5 lengths, but the horse that won it was pretty good, Prince Cherie, and Prince Cherie has come out and won again and is heading for some of the major spring races. But here we see Tyndall about to come up, Toranaga, Double Halo, ridden by Greg Ryan. Greg's already ridden 3 winners here today. For those who've just joined in, the winners here today, Enor of Vishay, Chelsea Jockey, Race of Battle, written by Tony Cavallo, Oi Watty, Winona Costin, Don't Move, Greg Ryan, Mystery Flight, Leanne G. Henry, Fox Solid, Greg Ryan, and the previous event was won by the Tony McAvoy trained Angel Child, ridden by Greg Ryan. That would have been the first runner at Dubbo for Tony McAvoy. Well, he did have an earlier runner, but it's the first visit to Dubbo. The top flight trainer now, Boozy Rouge, about to move up, Len Duncan, Hellyfield, Double Halo, and Mossamine. Mossamine's been going very, very well. This campaign was with Graham Rogerson at Randwick when he won the Forbes Cup. Then he was transferred to Clint Lundholm. He was bought just before the Forbes Cup from a syndicate from Walgett up in the northwest, and he then went on and won the Narromine Cup. Since been placed in the Moree Cup, so he's racing very, very well. Mossamine, in fact, he ran second behind Winning Review in the Moree Cup and a pretty close finish. Now Double Halo comes up, Carry Me Bluey. Paul Hammersley will ride Kirtley. Hammersley's moved from Queensland to try and establish himself in Sydney. He's a very, very good jockey. Now Mossamine about to come undrawn wide, and Hellyfield has the outside gate. $50,000 Dubbo Cup sponsored by the Milestone Hotel here in Dubbo, and they're about ready to go. Stand by. All on the barriers here. Red lights on. 1600 metres there, off and racing. Mossamine out wide began well. Toranaga was showing early pace, and Hellyfield out very deep in the early stages. Kirtley will settle fourth. Then comes Tyndall. The next one was Boozy Rouge. Double Halo out 3 wide. Kinetics on the fence. Then Len Duncan and Carry Me Bluey is last of all. So Mossamine takes over as they go down the back. 1.5 lengths on Toranaga. 2.5 lengths back to Kirtley. 1100 to go. Hellyfield was running fourth, and Double Halo moving around the outside of Tyndall. Then came Boozy Rouge. The next one, Kinetics, Len Duncan on the fence, and Carry Me Bluey was last of all. Mossamine will bring them off the back with about 900 to go. Out by over a length now to Toranaga. Kirtley's had a good run, third, followed by Double Halo. Then Hellyfield on the outside of Tyndall. Then Len Duncan, Boozy Rouge, Kinetics second last, and Carry Me Bluey just starting to make its run from the tail of the field. Mossamine races down towards the 600, leads Toranaga. Kirtley was third, then Double Halo, followed by Tyndall. Len Duncan, Hellyfield out wide, followed then by Boozy Rouge, Carry Me Bluey, and Kinetics is last. Mossamine will lead for home. Running home all right, Toranaga. Kirtley was over on the fence. Further out, Double Halo starts to work into it strongly. Boozy Rouge, and right down the outside was Carry Me Bluey. Mossamine's giving a great side here. Kirtley is over on the fence, and running home was Toranaga. Mossamine in front. Kirtley trying to pick it up. Then Toranaga out wide. Boozy Rouge is starting to charge home. They're coming to the line now. Kirtley got through along the rails, and Kirtley has won from either Mossamine or Boozy Rouge the outside. Toranaga fourth, and Double Halo. Kinetics next in from Len Duncan. Tyndall followed there, Toranaga, then came Hellyfield, and Carry Me Blue about the last one home. Well, Paul Hammersley's got Kirtley home here with a brilliant ride. $2.80, $1.50, number 5 Kirtley, $2.80 and $1.50. And gee, it didn't look like picking them up there for a fair while in the straight, but Paul Hammersley, the Queensland jockey who's trying to establish himself in Sydney with rides like that, I think he'll do pretty well down here in New South Wales, even in the also in the metropolitan area of New South on the Sydney tracks, because that was a great ride. Kirtley, he gave it a beautiful run, but by gee, Mossamine was giving a great sight. Toranaga was running a race, and Boozy Rouge started to come home quickly down the outside. Kirtley right through along the rails, got past Mossamine, and then Boozy Rouge was charging home. But you'll find that Kirtley has taken out the $50,000 Dubbo Cup, And it's either Moss of Mine or Boozy Rouge for second, and no numbers as yet. Toranaga battling on well, will get fourth. Curtly, good record this horse. He's a bay gelding full by Dane Shadow at a Blue Lyric, trained by Leon Davies at Tamworth. And that makes it 6 wins and 5 placings now out of 14 starts. No numbers up as yet. I'd say they might be probably might be pretty close for second, where they might be trying to separate them. But maybe they could flash the winner's number up. And because I think everyone wants to know the winner. Number 5 is the winner, Curtly. Number 5, Curtly, ridden by Paul Hammersley for the Tamworth trainer Leon Davies. Second goes to number 7, Boozy Rouge, charging home, ridden by Winona Costin and trained by Luke Griffith at Scone. Third goes to number 3, Moss of Mine, trained by Clint Lundholm of Dubbo, ridden by Tony Cavallo. And fourth was number 8, Good Game Run by Toranaga. 5, 7, 3 and 8 on the Dubbo Cup. 5, 7, 3 and 8. And the time was 1 minute 135.14, and the margins are long neck by a nose, And he certainly is a trainer with a great strike rate, Leon Davies from Tamworth. So that's the numbers on the Cup, 5, 7, 3 and 8, a long neck by a nose, 135.14. The runner up there, Boozy Rouge, was charging home. And gee, they're having some fun, the boys from Walgett with Moss of Mine, and the girls too, who's in the ownership of Moss of Mine.
He's a lovely horse, this fellow. Everyone was concerned about the 36 days, but you told me yesterday in the backcountry that you stuck a bit of work into him, and super ride by Paul Hammersley.
Yeah, it was
Paul
a super
Hammersley
ride. Obviously, it always is a concern. Obviously,
after
5
a
weeks
brilliant
between
ride.
runs. We had a trial
And this is a jockey from Queensland who's trying to get himself established in Sydney.
Missed that, but I
he's often ridden a lot of winners around the Grafton Carnivals.
Well, I've seen those colours around plenty of times before. Twin Zero, that race those colours?
It's actually Twin Zero's half rubber.
Didn't look like picking the other couple of them up.
Well, coming to the turn, there was a fair bit of speed on with Moss of Mine rolling forward, Toranaga. He was getting a glorious run, but he needed luck. I thought Moss of Mine might have rolled in a fraction and just balked him there for a couple of strides.
Yeah, I was getting worried at 600 when Greg Ryan whipped around him and sat outside him. I thought, we're not going to get out here, Greg won't let us out. But obviously, Paul stuck to his guns, and I told him like Grafton, I said, you wait until the last furlong to go for him, otherwise he will be suspect at the distance. But no, Paul rode him super.
Where do you go to him with him now, Leon? There's obviously a couple of good races you would have had picked out for him. You don't pick up a colour on the way home in a truck. You're too smart for that.
Actually, Tim, I had him planned for the Grafton Guineas. That was obviously the main goal of this preparation. We won another race after that in Sydney, and today we got him back out. We gave him a week in the paddock, got him back out, and so we'll set him for the Grafton Dubbo Cup, and that'll be it. So he might go for a break now.
Well, you've done a super job with him, mate. Your team's flying at the moment. Good luck to you.
Thanks, Tim.
Thanks, mate. There he is, Dave. Great trainer, Leon Davies. He's a super trainer, this little bloke. And he was at Collarenebri yesterday. He won a maiden there, so he's not frightened to travel with his horses. And he was very, very confident, and it's landed a good plunge too. The bookies will pay dearly here. That's the last race. They've all got out, the punters. And we do it all again from, where do we go? Bathurst, Tamworth Tuesday and Bathurst on Friday.